I was probably 12 years old.
Oh, all my life.
About to be 19 in a week. I've been fishing since roughly.
He had diapers.
For real. Ever since I was born, I've been fishing.
About 58 years.
I think 5 this morning.
I've been fishing since I was 4 years old, so I don't know, a long time, 18 to 20 years.
I've been fishing over here for the last 10 years, maybe 40 years.
Oh God, 40 years, 50 years. I don't remember. Since I was 5 years old.
About 20 years.
In some species, other species, not so much.
I think we're catching less fish than we used to.
Certainly.
Around 6, 7 years back, I know I'll come up here and be able to catch at least 4 or 5 fish within a day, nice big fish. But now it's just hit or miss. You don't know what you're going to do up here. Now you were able to read the fish back then.
Yes, it's cyclical, yeah. Some years there's a lot of shorts, some years there's no shorts.
Yeah, it's gone down.
There's not that many fish that they used to.
Decreased.
It's okay. We have a lot of shorts, but we have a great time here. Yeah.
I believe it was more fish before.
Different shores. But now it's better again. It was bad for a while, but now it came back, and it seems like it made a big comeback. Seems like they make a bigger deal than what it is.
There's a lot of problems. There's an environmental problem with chemicals and rain-offs and fertilizers and pollution. There's a problem with commercial raking of the stocks. There's a problem with people taking undersized limits.
I don't know what is the problem of the overcatch. And those regulation doesn't help because I know people who don't care about that, you know. Some people that don't follow the regulation anyway. So this is not good too.
Pollution, it's a major cause. We should clean up our waters.
People overfishing it. People from Jersey come into our waters, catching all undersized fish. It's like the trawlers, they come, they catch all the undersized fish, take it back to Jersey.
Overfishing. There's a lot of things that happen. The bait, too much overfishing of the lower bait level fish, they're gone. Overfishing, overharvesting for commercial use, for food fish, and the water quality has gone down.
This water can't really flush very well, and anything that comes down from up there gets stuck kind of in here, and that's why this place is filthy. There's no eelgrass, and there's no oysters, there's no small things to live on that stuff, and that hurts the environment here badly. It's terribly dead. I don't eat anything here, I throw it back.
Well, I think they're important. You know, the fish has taken a hard hit. You know, a lot of the fisheries are down. You know, commercial guys try to make a living, and they got to live within the laws. You know, I think you know, it's definitely necessary to have regulations.
Some of them are not so good. DEC or the government and whoever's making these fishing regulations are trying to monitor these fish by numbers or whatever they monitor them by, and they're completely falsely wrong. Like the sea bass, for instance, they up the size to 13 inches at 8 fish a man in the summer. They open in July 17th. I work on a boat, I make my living on these.
You might like
Lighthouse
July 17th
there.
Yeah. Start date. Brief, but we go fish half day. There's not really many sea bass there that are keeper size. To catch fish. Fishermen like us can't make our living on these parts.
Kind of fishing I used to like I didn't think it was right back then. Regulation, I like it. You know, regulation are made to be, you know, to keep it from being gone. You know, if you didn't have no regulation, you have no more fish in the ocean.
Regulation? To be honest, the regulations are fine.
Good. They made the limit bigger for fluke for a while, and the fluke seemed to have come back nicely. It's good.
graduating as a former marine biologist or my marine bio major. I would say that they should concentrate not so much on these guys, the charter fishing boats, but on the draggers. The draggers take a lot of extra fish.
I think that they're a great thing to have. It's proven in the past through striped bass stocks. At one time, you couldn't catch any. Then there was a limit of 36 inches for a few years, and finally the fish came back. And the reason that was needed was because of the pollution of the spawning areas to kill the stocks. So I believe it's a good thing.
It sucks. I mean, especially the season, closures and everything like that. I don't know if it's right, you know, because some boats are fishing right now for the sea bass, which is closed. They have special permit, RSA permit, and they're catching a lot of fish. These guys cannot go because the season is closed.
The DEC or environmental said something like the fish die when they're on the way to the bottom. I release thousands on top of thousands of fish a day, and they all get back safely and healthily and normal.
And they don't regulate them right. Not enough manpower out there to regulate the fishing.
One of the regulations that they imposed on striped bass years ago worked very well, and so they limited the catch that you could, per boat that you could catch, and they limited the size that you could catch, and consequently the amount of striped bass that are out there now have greatly increased over the past, I would say, 5 years.
Well, people would just learn that they only take what they need. That'd be a start.
I think if we change ourselves.
The big problem really with sewage leaking into the waterway here. And that's probably the larger problem in the fish populations.
Well, I think the most important thing is to make aware the youth of America of the fishing opportunities. Too many people have gone away from that with today's electronic games and such that you don't see enough young people out here today. That would be my best thing.
I wish there was more education. What's the way the fish are treated and then brought back. Sometimes people could be a little bit more intelligent about that.
There's just too much pollution, too much garbage in the water.
A lot of pollution from
Especially over here, the sewer. There's just too much garbage in the water, killing the fish. You know how much fish I've caught up here with it's like you know, like the plastic off like the 6-packs that you buy around their neck, choking them.
Get rid of the people that are in charge of it now, or have been, put in competent people that can handle it. Who really care about it, I guess they can straighten it out, but if it's going to continue the way it is, I don't expect it to get any better.
I would love my son and my grandkids in the future to catch what I was catching for years, you know, so I don't know. I hope we're not going to do what we did with the buffalo.